How's everyone doing? I don't know what was going on with my thumbnail. It did not work for me, so I am. I had to start a whole nother live, you guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Let me put a message on here. Okay, I just put a message on the other thumbnail, you guys. I am so sorry. I'm always having technical difficulties, huh? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well this morning. Hi, Mira. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I was having a little technical difficulty initially, but I am here. Let's see. Going to, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully I put a message on there, so hopefully everyone will see it and come on over here. How are you doing? I was watching your live yesterday. That was a great live. I like how you share different things in your area or in your travels. Hey, Kickback and Grow, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties as usual. I hope everyone is doing good. So I'm just hey, Bud Chronicles, how are you? I appreciate you. If everyone could hit the like button, that would be fantastic. Hopefully, everyone will come on over to this live. Hey, Shani, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I was having technical difficulties when I first got on, so hopefully, the people that are waiting on that other thumbnail will pop on over here. I was actually going to go outside and do a demonstration. I have some aloe plants that have babes in the container. Well, that's fantastic, Bud Chronicles. I am glad that you are still alive and above ground. So I had some aloe babes in my containers. It's actually drizzling outside, so I said, okay, I'll wait and see what the weather's going to be. Hey, Laura's Garden, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. If you can hit the like button, that would be fantastic. So I'm going to check the weather and see how things go. It's still overcast out there, still drizzling. But yeah, I wanted to get those aloe babes planted. Just going to plant them in some small containers for now and let you guys see what's going on in the garden. But in the meantime, in between time, I was going to talk chicken talk. There are people, can you guys hear me okay, by the way? I hope you guys can hear me. Hey, So Good Gardener, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Bayou, how are you? I appreciate you. So, oh, good. Thank you. ARD, PIA, hey there. So, what I was going to do is talk chicken. There are some people that were talking about getting chickens or, are getting prepared for chickens. Hey, Mona, how are you? I appreciate you being here. I have my trusty mic this time because last time I was out there doing a live, I noticed that the audio was kind of low, at least for me. You get to be in the senior group. Your hearing gets a little tested. So anyway, anyway, this is one book that I forgot. I don't know if Sweet Thumb is in here yet. I don't see him yet, but so I'll wait a little bit. Hey, Sweet Thumb, there you are. I forgot all about this book the last time. I know you were talking about getting chickens, and so this is Reinventing the Chicken Coop. And I've been having this book for a long time. And the funny thing is, when I set up my coops, I forgot all about this book. It has so much great information in here. I forgot all about it. So just in case, you want to get this book. It has a lot of different designs in here. Hey, Mona, not sure if I spoke to you, but I'm going to speak to you again because you're special. Hi, Mona. So, you said you're scared to get chickens, but you know what? There are a lot of things that deter snakes and stuff like that. You have to research that part. I don't really have an issue with snakes here, um, but I will go over some of the things that you should check before getting chickens. For instance, check with your city to make sure that you can have chickens and how many. If you can have roosters also, like here, I live in the city, so I can't have roosters, but I can have chickens and I can only have so many. But I'm not going to say how many because I'm sure I'm going to go over, and I don't want people calling the city. Let's see. Figure out where you're going to place your coop and that it's predator safe. So that was the reason why. Hi, Lala. The reason why when I had set the run area up, I placed cinder blocks all the way around so nothing can dig under. Now part of it is on concrete, so of course nothing can dig under the concrete, but I didn't want to put cinder blocks on one side, not the other. So I put cinder blocks all the way around so that nothing can dig under, my dogs included. And I'm in SoCal, by the way, so we don't have like a whole lot of predators that I would have to worry about, but I know you guys, depending on where you guys live, you have groundhogs and moles and all kinds of different things like that. Like here, we do have raccoon, we have coyotes, possum, and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make sure that, I don't have a whole lot of issues with predators, the ones that we do have here. Um, let's see. Make sure that you have an avian vet in your area in case of illness and injury that you cannot handle at home. I remember when I first got my chickens, they were babes, and one of my chickens decided, the little bad one, the one that's always getting into stuff, she decided that she was going to eat a piece of string. And instantly, when I saw her eat that string, I couldn't pull it out or anything. So I tried to cut it, close to the beak. And yeah, I saw her kind of go down as soon as she ate that piece of string. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? There was no avian doctor that could see her, which is a bird doctor, bird vet, actually. And so I had to figure it out. But you know what I did, you guys? She wasn't eating or drinking or anything. It's a lot of things that I learned just over the time that I've had them. I think I had them since July or August of 2022. So what I did was I was hand feeding her water and food the water through a syringe, and then I would put the food in my hand in hopes that she would eat a little bit. And it took her 2 days to really eat. So I said, that's it. I had a brother doggy. Hey, thank you for being here. I had a package of detox tea in my cabinet, and it was decaffeinated. And so that's what I used. I made some tea and I was giving it to her through a syringe. And then she started to slowly pass it. It took probably about 5 days for her to get back together. But oh my God, when she ate that string, oh my God, I was sitting here ugly crying, you guys, calling my husband at work, talking about the chicken was gonna die. And my my son, he came home from work and I'm all broke down crying. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, the chicken is gonna die. And he's looking at me, just shaking his head like, oh Lord. So, yep, I gave the chickens detox tea. As long as it's decaffeinated, you can give it to them. I give mine green tea every once in a while. Um, and then you also have to watch out for common illnesses with chickens like respiratory issues. Let me tell you one trick I do for respiratory issues. Like as soon as I hear my chickens sound a little croaky, because they can get colds and stuff like that. If I had a couple that sounded, a little croaky or whatever, and what I did was I took a sprouting jar. Let me show you what I mean. Because I know when I say sprouting jar, people are like, what on earth is she talking about? It's just a mason jar with a sprouting cap that you would use for like microgreens. I put red onion, garlic, Vicks Vapor Rub in here. Hey, old fart, how are you? I put warm water, close it up so they can't get to it because you don't want them drinking any of that. And I put it on a shelf that they cannot get to in their coop, and then they have to breathe it in all night. And I'm telling you, when they come out of that coop in the morning, they're like all brand new. Hey, Grown What I Eat, I am so happy you are here. Thank you for coming. And again, I forgot to tag you in. I'm telling you, them senior moments, Grown What I Eat, but I appreciate you being here. So that was one of my tips. Let's see. And then you also have to watch out for things like parasites such as lice and mites and things like that. Hey, Cruisin', how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So you have to watch out for those things. I know a lot of people think I go overboard because I clean their coop. I literally clean their run area every evening when they go in. I have a pooper scooper like you would use for, kitty litter or whatever. And I clean all poop out of that run area and drop clean straw. One, because I don't want to smell it. I don't want my neighbors to have to smell anything. And also, it just keeps down the situation with parasites. I do have a spray that I wipe down their roosting bars. You want to always keep their roosting bars clean. And inside of their house where they sleep and they nest, I make sure I clean the roosting bars, make sure I keep all poop out every morning as well. I'm like, do I want to sleep in poop? No. So I don't want my girls sleeping in poop either. I know some people do the deep litter method where they just keep stacking more, bedding on top, and to me that just gets to be too much. For me, I just can't do that. Secret of Laura, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see. And then I like to give them snacks. Well, one of the things I like to do also, I put ACV in their water, apple cider vinegar. Hey, Sunshine, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I put apple cider vinegar in their water. That's to help with digestive issues, probiotics. And you want to use the one with the mother. Let me get the bottle so you guys can see. I know they have the generic brands. You don't want to use that. So as you can see, my bottle is almost done. I have the Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. So that's the one you want to use for your chickies. I just put like a couple of tablespoons in their water. I put garlic, chopped garlic in their water as well. And then there are herbs that deter pests and rodents. So I actually took notes today. Look, I never take notes, but I give them snacks like garlic, oregano, thyme. Mint will deter rodents and pests. And the purpose for feeding them herbs and things like that, those are things that ultimately that their feed may not provide. And so this just gives extra vitamins and minerals to your chickens. I use aromatic herbs in their nesting boxes like mint, basil, lavender. Not only does it deter pests and insects, but also it's calming. So I do that. Um, and then make sure you figure out what breeds you want, because some breeds are super loud, and depending on how close your neighbors are to your house, like I live in the city, and so sometimes my chickens can be really loud. But you want to gauge all those things before you start getting. You want to figure out. Uh-oh, I don't know what I just did. Sorry about that. Uh, Gauge how much, what type of feed you want to use, what bedding you want to use. Hey, King Morgan, uh, you know, all those good things. But anyway, I guess I'm going to take you guys out to the garden. There's some stuff that I'm going to see if it's still sprinkling out there first. Can you guys still hear me? My let me make sure my. Hey, Tamika, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I'm putting my jacket on because it's cold out there to me. Make sure my son got his car off the street because it's street sweeping. Hold on just a second. Yeah, he moved his car. Okay. So I'm going to go outside to the garden. I will flip you guys around. Take my microphone if I need it. If my volume gets really low, let me know. Um, take my water with me because I'm always out here and forgetting to drink water. So another thing, remember when I went to my pharmacy and I was sharing with you guys the Kangen water system? I don't know why the light on my phone keeps going out. I was sharing with you guys the Kangen water system. It's alkaline water. That stuff is working really good for me. It's good for digestive issues. Let me know if you can still hear me well. I'm gonna, if not, I do have my mic with me. So let's see. Oh, your neighbor has guineas. Are they loud? They got my little crazy birds over there. Whenever I come outside, they think either I have snacks or they're supposed to come out in the yard. It's still overcast, but it's not raining or anything. So the light on my phone keeps going down. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, oh, good. I'm glad I'm loud. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not screaming in you guys' ear. Hold on. I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see the garden. Let me get me a basket for one. Hey, Angela, how are you? Your garden looks fantastic. You guys connect with Angela's Garden and Delight. Everybody connect with one another, but definitely connect with Angela's Garden Delight. She's a new gardener, and her garden looks fabulous. Uh-oh, I gotta find my bag with all my tools in it. I was looking for my snippers. Look, and I put everything together and have lost them already. But I do have some stuff that I need to come out here and harvest though. So if everyone could hit the like button, that would be fantastic and appreciate it. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to start first, but I have a bunch of stuff that I need to harvest, and this is one of them. Remember last week I harvested the peppers on the banana pepper plant, and you see the leaf binders are really getting to my plant over here. You see that? That is a whole mess. But it's a lot of banana peppers in here that, and this is just the growth from last week because I took everything off of here. So I'm going to harvest those. You're going to make some? Yeah, I love my ginger and turmeric. I make that like a couple of times a week. I usually just make a big batch and I'm able to drink off that. And I drink it morning and evening before I go to bed. So I am loving that. I'm going to go ahead and harvest some of these peppers. Hopefully I don't fall. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. When I was getting those clippings from my collard plants, see these are nice and big. When I was getting those clippings from my collard plants, I decided that I was not going to open the gate and go in there. I'm just gonna lean over the gate. Why did I fall over the gate, y'all? That was a whole entire mess. I'm telling y'all, I am clumsy. So look, I am gonna be careful today. Hey, Lashes. Oh, you can hear them, Sweet Thumb? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to take all of them. Let's see. Well, why not? The smaller ones I'll leave on there, but these bigger ones I'm going to take. And then the sweet and spicy peppers. Yeah, PIA. I am super clumsy. I mean, threw my back all the way out all week. You guys didn't really see anything on my channel but shorts. Because your girl be falling. For real senior citizen over here. So I did plant some new things. I think I showed it in short. I planted some new things out here. Um, said we too old to be falling. I'm telling you, I for sure don't need to be falling. Said gonna mess around and break a hip. But look at all these sweet and spicy peppers that came up. This is just from last week. Because remember, I harvested everything from this one. There's so many peppers in here. This thing grows quickly. So I'm going to harvest from that. Let's see. The really small ones I'll leave on there, but I'm going to get as many as I can. Remember, I was telling you all last week, the more you harvest, the more your plants will continue to keep producing. If you stop harvesting, you're telling your plant that it's done. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep harvesting as much as you possibly. Oh, I'm here, you guys. It looked like my phone just kind of cut out. I don't know what's going on with the phone. Hey, Sandra, how are you? How are you? I hope you are doing well. I appreciate you being here. If you can hit the like button, that would be fantastic. So look, I will not be leaning over anything. I'm going to walk around like a smart, sane person instead of falling. So I am going to walk around, and then I'll be able to show you the things um, that I did place in the garden that's new, like this over here. I planted some purple mustards. I'm going to take this cover off. I have the cover on here because I didn't want the bugs eating up my stuff. But I have some red mustards here, or purple mustards. I love this variety. And then look, my Swiss chard that I started from seed, I think about 3 weeks ago. So it's doing good. So, and then I have some onions over there. Um, I did start some, well, this lemongrass over here, I purchased that also. I got that from my nursery, so I planted some lemongrass in here. My chickens love lemongrass, um, and it's good for them. And I like to make teas with it also. And let's see. Oh, and then I have some more that I planted in here. These are purple mustards also. Hold on, I'm gonna just unzip it. Let's see. I have to keep pressing the screen. For some reason, it wants to keep going blank. So I put some purple mustards in here. I have some chives all around, and I did drop some radish seeds in there also. So I don't see, oh, I do see germination. See that one little babe right there? I don't know how many I put in there. I put a lot in there. So we'll see how that does. I had to come out here and get after my kale plants with some BT because the worms were thinking that it was okay to take up residence and start eating my kale. So I got that taken care of. My mystery tomato plant over here is doing really good. So I have tomatoes on there. I have a lot of tomatoes in here. These are the sun golds. I harvested quite a few the other day. So it's some in here. I'm going to go ahead and take these off since they're ripe. Because if I don't, the birds will eat them. And I did get some mojito mint because you guys know I love my mint. Uh, so I have this one. I got another one. And like I said, the mint is supposedly supposed to deter rodents. And so I keep mint all around my garden. I actually have some mint that's around my coop as well. It's kind of hidden. It's on the side of their house. Hey, Kim Stage, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. The kale here, remember last week it was all chewed up at the top. So as you can see, it's new foliage coming in since I sprayed them um, with the BT. So that's doing a lot better. This one is doing really good. That's my kale tree. That's the one that I repotted, I think last week or the week before last. And this kale right here, it is doing good. I love my kale. I think I'm gonna reach over. You know what? I don't know. I might have my son do this because I have my watermelon plants down here that are trailing all over the place. Let me see if I can reach them. I'll get what I can reach, and then after that, I'll have my son come out here. He has a little bit more height than I do, and he might be able to get to it with a little bit more ease and not, fall and break a hip like I might do. So, and this plant also, this one is my bell pepper plant, and it was getting munched on pretty bad. But as you can see, there's new flowers in here. The leaves are looking a lot better, and they're not getting beat up so much. Um, I started some dragon tongue bush beans also on, I think sometime throughout during this week. I planted some dragon tongue bush beans. Those are the purple and white ones, and that was the reason they were planted, of course, because I love purple. I still have a cucumber over here that's putting out. It's a Persian cucumber, and it started getting new foliage on it once I sprayed it as well. So I think some things were just getting munched on too bad, and also the weather. It was so hot, and now that it's cooled off a bit, things are doing better. See, I had my table all set up thinking I was gonna do a demonstration for you guys, and it's kind of drizzling out here, so I'm just trying to get whatever I can. This one is growing bell peppers. It's in a small little container, just a 12-inch container. So just to show that you can grow things in any container and they'll thrive and do well. Um, I do have some jalapenos in there. I do need to harvest my seeds over here. I have some leek seeds. I'm going to show you what they look like once your plants start to flower. Hey, Miss Carol, how are you? Thank you for being here. Let's see. So these are dried out, and you can see the black in there. Those are the little seeds. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to be using those seeds, plant them right on back in. They take a while to dry up, like this one. These are drying up also. So I'm going to have a lot of chive seeds, and what I'm going to do is put them in the tiny little Ziploc bags, and I'm just going to put them in the freezer so they'll stay really good for a long time. Um, and let's see, over here, oh, my eggplant. Now let me show you this garden foolery over here. You have a plant fruiting in a solo cup. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? Those solo cups give me a headache because they're so flimsy. I remember trying to put mine in solo cup, sweet thumb, and it was not working out. Let's see. But you can use the solo cup. Do you see that? My very first eggplant, and something got to it already. That's so annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that one off. And what I'm going to do is cover the other ones up to prevent them from getting eaten. I did put some more strawberries out here in my green stock. And this was one of the things I was going to do. I'm going to drop some more seeds. There are 2 rows on this green stock. that have absolutely nothing. So I have, hey Shaz, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. You know what? You can get seeds from your eggplant. I do see seeds in there. However, I have not tried it, so I'm not going to tell you something that I don't, you know, really know about. But it does have seeds in it, so I'm sure you can get seeds. I just have not done it yet. But maybe I'll try it since I did, since I am going to cut that one off. Maybe I'll try it and let those seeds dry out and see if I can replant those. So these have strawberries on them. Um, I did move one of my lemongrass plants. I had it at the top here, but I put it in a 7-gallon grow bag over here just to see how big it gets in there by itself. That's what I was thinking too. That way it doesn't go to waste. Usually if I harvest something too soon, like even like cucumbers and stuff like that, or cucumbers that, you know, turn yellow because you left them on the vine too long, I usually would take them off and cut them in half and just give it to the chickens and they'll eat it. I have some peppers up here. These are Anaheim chili. Uh-oh, hold on. Anaheim chili. So I'm going to pull those off. There are bell peppers in here that I noticed yesterday. I hadn't paid attention to this plant much, but there are some in there. Some jalapenos in here. I'm gonna pull those off. Yeah, these leaf miners are kicking my plants' butts. What do you guys do for leaf miners, you guys? I'm so sick of them. I'll be out here trying to do everything I can, and they have just taken up residence in my garden. Let's see. And these are just super cute. So what I'm gonna do is put these in between because I like to make candles for the holidays. So I'm gonna cut these off because I think these are the cut come again zinnias. I'm gonna cut these blooms off. I'm gonna place them like in between cardboard, face down in between cardboard, and put like a brick on top of it so it'll be nice and flat, and let it dry out. And then I'm gonna put it in one of my containers, like on the side of the container, and then pour my wax. Hopefully it'll stay nice and good. But I love making candles and I like trying new things when I make candles. I do use like the rose petals after they've dried out, and I'll put them like on the top of my candles. I'm gonna cover my mustards back up. I see those butterfly moths. Let's see how long it took for the bell peppers. Shoot, forever seems like. Um, yep, seems like forever. Do a video to, yeah, you know what, I was thinking about doing a video, doing a collab with someone on candles. Hey David, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. um some of this corn, well, you know what, it's leaning away from the stalk, but I don't really think it's ready because the silks aren't all the way dried up, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer. These tomatoes, I don't know why I keep flipping around. These tomatoes haven't ripened yet. These look like pear tomatoes or something. These are a mystery tomato also. I had that in my front yard, I guess probably from my compost bin. And so don't know what kind of tomato it is. And the okra over here, look, it is it is trying to do something, y'all. Let me open this gate so you guys can see. Got some okra coming on this plant here. So I am excited. That plant is doing really good. I do have another one that I need to plant. I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't even been reading the chat. I'm just sitting here talking. Let's see. Let me go back. Make sure. Hey, Lizzie, how are you? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes I use pine shavings. I use pine shavings. I use straw, Kim, in my containers to mulch with. And then also it'll break down over time and feed back to my plants. So I definitely do that. I'm just going through the chat a little bit. Don't want to miss anyone. Um, I like to acknowledge people when they come in. Okay, and then these plants over here, as you can see, it's a lot of tiny little bell peppers on there. Let's see. So you'll settle for turnips and mustards. Yeah, turnips and mustards. Like if you drop some mustard and turnip seeds, they're gonna actually you probably see germination in about 3 days. This one is a gypsy pepper. I love those. Same flavor as like a bell pepper. It's a lot of tomatoes on here. I just harvested some. I think yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I did a little short, so it's a lot of tomatoes in there also. So I will harvest some of those. But these are the babes that I wanted to get out of this aloe pot. So it's two of them in there. It's not drizzling right now, so I might go ahead and pull them out. I'm just having an issue with my crazy phone that keeps the screen keeps going black. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I don't want it to cut out on me. Hey Matthew, how are you? So maybe I'll save that for another video. Let's see. Everybody connect with each other if you can. And those that need help with watch time hours, make sure to let everybody know so maybe somebody can watch your playlist if you have a playlist set up. If you don't have a playlist set up, consider setting one up so people can watch your videos. That'll help with your watch time hours. Let me see what else is going on out here in this garden that I need to tend to. Oh, let me take those Anaheim chili peppers off. I have some over here too. This plant I was overwatering, so you can see this one is turning yellow. So I'm grabbing those. And yeah, we have to watch our watering, you guys, because sometimes we can definitely overwater things. I know I do, thinking, I'm still stuck in summer mode, and now we're here in fall and it's not as hot. So I'm not having to water as much. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. So this is my harvest so far. So I have some peppers. I have some cherry tomatoes in there and some leek seeds. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and harvest some more of those cherry tomatoes back there. But I'm trying to watch my screen, make sure it's not going blank and cutting out on you guys. So I'm going to do that. I was going to harvest some collards, but I can always come back out here and do that. I'm trying to make sure I'm paying attention. Yeah, that's an aloe plant. I have several aloe plants. So I'm just going to plant those in like small containers. I might just do another, maybe I'll do another live tomorrow morning when I figure out my screen issue on my phone. And once I do that, I will go live, maybe do a quick live just to share how I'm planting those. Because I think, I know there are a few people that go live this evening. I know J3GS Farms, he goes live at about, I know it's 3 p.m. my time, so is at 6 p.m. Eastern where he is, because he's in Georgia. Yeah, for aloe, I use it as a hair conditioner. You can use it for cuts and burns. It's good for digestion, so I use it in my smoothies. But if you use it in a smoothie, make sure you use it that you drink it right then. Because if you don't, if you make it for like the day before, trying to, prep it for the next day, it's going to be thick. And I don't know if you're going to want to drink that. So, yeah, I've done that before and it was terrible. So, um, yeah, it has so many great benefits. And of course, you can make aloe water and stuff like that. So, I use my aloe for a lot of different things, but definitely hair. What are you guys planting in your fall gardens? Have you guys, well, I saw your garden, Angela, which looks fabulous, fabulous. And she is a new gardener, you guys, and she is over there doing it. So I'm just getting some of these cherry tomatoes off of here so that the birds won't get to them before I do. And this plant has really grown out of control. Remember, this was the sun gold that started dying off and everything, and it just took off. And so it's doing really good, but I had to pull other plants out of here, so maybe that was the issue. It needed more space. I do have some bush beans down here that I planted. It's the yellow, purple, and green bush beans, but they're not producing as of yet. They are flowering. They have a lot of flowers on them. The yard long beans have been doing really good. I pulled some yard long beans off, I think a couple of days ago. So these are doing good. Oh, those are small right now. Here's a little small one. They get really long. And my melons, this melon, it feels like, hey, mother and daughter duo. Uh-oh. This one feels like it's about 10 pounds, but I don't know if it's going to get any bigger. Let's see. There are more melons coming on this plant. I just noticed this one over here. There's a melon here. I have sweet potatoes growing in here with the melons. I guess I left some small sweet potatoes in here. And so they're in here doing their thing. And I just left them, let them do their thing. I'm not going to bother them. I am not going to bother them. Just going to let them do them. Get my basket over here. These yard birds keep flying around it. And I think that is it for the garden. I have my little, this is my dwarf okra plant. So this one is doing good. It's small and it looks like it's getting ready to start flowering, but it is a little dwarf plant. So let's see, I have more bell peppers over here. You can see my bell pepper baby over here. Hopefully it doesn't get eaten. I did get me another mojito mint over here. I also got some stevia. So I think I'm going to go back through the house and show you guys um, my artichoke plant. The one that was back here in the container, it was so full of aphids. I pulled that plant because I had sprayed it with Castile soap, I don't know how many times, and it was just so many aphids. I said, okay, you got to go, because I didn't want to spread and all over everything else. So I got rid of that. I did repot my lemon verbena from a 5-gallon grow bag to a 7, so it's doing good. I'm going to go to the front and I'm going to show you the artichoke up front. That artichoke is doing fantastic. It is getting so big. Oh, let me grab these because I'll forget them later. These are those Anaheim chili peppers. I'm going to pull those off. I've been getting a lot of peppers, you guys. I just take them in the house. I either chop them up and put them in the freezer or just freeze them whole. So this is my harvest so far. So I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to take off my chicken coop shoes because We do not want to carry those through the house. But these are some little aloe plants that I have, and these come from those babes too. When I see those babes coming up on my plants, I just replant them in other containers. And I like to keep them contained. You know, the bigger the container, the bigger they'll get. So, and look at this ginger plant, how big it's getting. That's ginger. It's in a 5-gallon grow bag over there. I have ginger growing all throughout the garden. So I'm hoping to get to a point where I won't have to purchase it anymore, especially since you can freeze it. So we are gonna go to the front and check out that artichoke. It is so darn big. And my husband accidentally whacked it, I think a couple of weeks ago with the weed eater. And I mean, it did nothing. Look at that. Look how good that one is doing. Pest free, and it is huge. So that's the difference when you're growing in ground. When you're growing in ground, things reach its full potential. When you're growing in containers, your plants will be a little smaller. But this is huge. So I'm really happy about that plant. So going back inside, going to the backyard again. But anyway, do you guys have any questions for me? Any gardening questions, chicken questions that I can answer? Because you guys know I've only had my chickens for a year, so I can only tell you about some of the things that I do to prevent things and some of the things that I've experienced. I did have one chickie that had an injury where she injured her foot, and I kept her in the house with me for like 3 days. I think I had some shorts on that. She was in the house with me for 3 days um, until her foot got a little better, and I was soaking it every night in Epsom salt. And I have like a little spray that I was spraying on it, like an antiseptic spray. And I just kept her inside and kept her separated from the other chickies. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. You know what? I want to try that. Has anyone tried that in their hair or anything? The shampoo ginger? I want to know. And how does it smell? I haven't found any place out here that has them. I know Black's Tropical has some rhizomes and that she sells. Let's see, how long have I been gardening? I've been gardening since 2014. I grew up around it. My grandmother had a garden, my great grandmother had a garden and chickens and stuff, uh, my in laws, but I just didn't do it. So I started in spring of 14. You got yours from Blacks? Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about getting one, but girl, y'all know I don't have no space out here for nothing else. I get stuff and I literally have no space for nothing. I have to figure out space. So that's why a lot of things are in containers because I'm able to get away with it in containers. And those collards, Jesus. So they have really spread out. We're going to see if mine take root. Okay, you said you have a shampoo ginger, but it hasn't gotten a rhizome to milk yet. I got another one from Blacks because two of the three didn't make it. Okay, got it. Got it. So I sprayed these with BT. You see how these were getting munched on up here? Hey, Nikki, how are you? So I sprayed those with BT. Um, and as you can see, all the leaves are filling in here. So these things are going to be fully stocked with collards. So the holidays are going to be grand. And I pretty much will eat collards at least a couple of times a week. So I'm happy about that. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to plant in this container. So I was thinking about another tree. That's where I had that artichoke. So I told you guys when I pull a plant out, I let the soil rest. If I'm going to reuse the soil, I let it rest for, a few days, maybe even a week. So if there's any insects, it's nothing for them to feed on. They'll go somewhere else. Um, So I was thinking of, since I did go get the lime tree, I was thinking of getting a Meyer lemon, a semi-dwarf. So we'll see. You said your mom had a garden and you didn't do it because you're afraid of rodents. Oh, you don't have to worry about them rodents, girl. Well, you know what? Depending on where you are, I'm in SoCal, so the only rodents that I may see in plain sight, uh, I might see a possum, walk in the back fence or something like that. But I haven't seen anything just out in my garden other than, the normal pests that we get, you know, aphids, caterpillar worms, that kind of stuff. Um, but I haven't had a lot of issues with pests. So yeah, I'm so over all the pests. I am so over it, so over it. But it's part of gardening. So, but anyway, I was gonna do the aloe. So this is the soil that I'm using for the aloe, the palm cactus and citrus. Um, and I just have some small containers here that I already had in my yard. And so I'm just going to repot those little babes in there. And then this one doesn't have to be anything pretty for me. It's about what I'm getting out of it. Um, so that's about it, you guys. What are you guys going to do for the weekend? Does anyone have weekend plans? I'm going to chill. After this live, your girl is exhausted. I'm going to go take me a shower and take me a nap. That's what I'm going to do. Normally, I would go run a bunch of errands and all that. Mm-mm. I will wait till tomorrow morning. If I need to go to the grocery store or anything like that, I will do that at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. That way I don't get any crowds or anything and I can just get it done, get in and get out. But other than that, let's see. I leave my gate open for my neighbors' cats so they can get the rodents because oh shoot, you don't even have to leave the gate open because cats, they'll jump up on things. I never have my gate open and I'll look out the window and it'll always be cats in my in my yard. So you do not have to leave the gate open. Don't worry, they will find their way. Um, what else is going on out here in the garden? Oh, I told you I planted the purple and white dragon tongue bush beans. I can't wait for those. I know when you cook them, I think they turn right back green when you cook them, but it's just the look of them because they're purple and white. So they're so pretty, and that'll be my first time growing those actually. I've never grown those. I usually do a bunch of regular bush beans. You said you have to go to the post office tomorrow. I don't blame you. So that'll be it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Growing what I eat because of your work schedule. Yeah, you were telling me that your work schedule has changed because we miss you out here in these YouTube streets. I used to watch you while I'm working or listen in while you're doing your lives. But I'm drinking that alkaline water, by the way. That stuff works really good though. So I was thinking about getting a machine. Hey, Shan Tirement. So the machine, when you set it up, you have to make sure you have already set out where you want the machine to go, and it basically goes to your piping under, the main faucet underneath your sink, and it flushes all the toxins out and alkalizes your water. Yeah, it does. It is pretty to see the purple in the garden. I love anything purple I can get in my garden. I love it. So my lime tree seems to be doing pretty good. You know what's taken for flipping ever? My doggone grapefruits to ripen. Now, how long have I been showing you guys these grapefruits and they've been on this plant and they feel nice and soft? I was thinking about pulling one off and eating it anyway. And these, oh, okay, this one's starting to ripen, guys. Yay. Thank God for that. I feel like I've been waiting forever for grapefruits. I know citrus takes a long time to ripen. Um, but that's about all I got, guys. So I'm going to be on here for another 5 minutes. And yeah, oh, you saw the short on the purple bush beans. These are a different one. Samira, hi there. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. These are different. They're the purple and white. Go ahead and look up dragon tongue bush beans, and they're purple and white, and they are so pretty. And it is a bush bean, so you don't have to trellis them or anything like that. As a matter of fact, you probably can put like three of them in a little bitty container like this. I think this is maybe a, I don't know, 10-inch container. Um, so I like doing that. Do I grow, let's see, what's red roselle? I don't even know what that is. Sweet thumb, what's red roselle? I do have okra though, but I don't know what red roselle is. Yeah, purple is my favorite color. It could be purple anything. Trish the Natural, hey there. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, the citrus takes forever, but I am happy when I get them. I do have my blood orange tree back here, and it's doing really good. So I'm praying, you guys, that by the time spring comes around, that it does its thing and I get something from it. So I'm gonna turn you around. Football Goat Edits. Hey there, how you doing? Okay, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so this is my blood orange tree. So it is doing good. We're gonna see how it does. Like this right here. I love these, and they have a really nice scent also. These are those candy cane roses, so I can't wait for those to come in. They're getting ready to start blooming, and those are the yellow. But remember, I cut them back not long ago, so um, that is about it. I did have some more. I have a bunch of ginger that's just growing everywhere, all throughout. Wherever I can get it in my garden beds, that's what I did. So these are some ginger that have come up, and they are doing really good. Uh-oh, you see this? It's a worm back here. Uh-oh. Well, it was, because you know I'm about to get after it. You see that? Mm-hmm. See, this is why you got to go out to your garden every day and check on things, because stuff like this, they try to get a hold of your stuff. So that's getting out of my garden right now as we speak. But I come out here every morning to check on things because I don't want the worms and all the other insects eating up all my plants. Well, I am going to get out of here. Everyone have a fantastic day. I will flip this around for people who have come in late so you can see my harvest that I got here. I got some peppers, some cherry tomatoes. I think it's still more over there. I'm going to go and harvest some more, oh, Jamaican sorrel. You know what? I do have sorrel. It may be a different type of sorrel than what you're talking about. I just pulled one and harvested seeds from it. But yeah, that's definitely something that I will always keep in my garden because of the vitamin C. So I have dandelion over here. This is my dandelion, and this is my sorrel. I had another sorrel plant in there. I think that one died. But this is my sorrel, and it's very citrusy tasting. The dandelion is a little bit bitter, so usually if I use it, I put it in my smoothies. Um, so yeah, I didn't know it by red roselle. Let's see, I have a little cucumber in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that also and make me a little salad with that. So that is about it, guys. I appreciate everyone for being here. You guys are always fantastic. You guys always show up. I appreciate you. And of course, I will see you guys in these YouTube streets and I will be in your lives checking out your content. Everybody connect with each other if you have not already. Let's keep growing and flowing and sharing the love. And I appreciate you all. Happy gardening, everyone. Have an amazing day.